This is the ultimate 2026 car update. Every single car, bar the Lexus and bar my wife's G63 because she's out right now, but every car is at the house today and we're gonna go through them one by one. This is probably the craziest the collection's ever been. So I wanna start from least crazy to most crazy because everything's just kind of mad right now and I'm so like blown away by what we have. It's just like an ultimate blessing. But I'll take you through each of the cars one by one. And we'll start by one of the latest additions to the collection, the Rolls-Royce Spectre. Isn't this, can it even fit in frame? It's so massive. So the reason we got the Spectre is because we wanted something absolutely sensational and comfortable to drive around in. I've always liked the Rolls-Royce Spectre. It is an electric Rolls-Royce, but I've been waiting for the values to drop down so that it becomes a sensible buy. And a sensible buy, I think, is now. They're about 330 grand for a decent spec. This car, when new, was 500K, and we got it with 1,000 miles on the clock. So someone lost almost 200 grand on it. But I'm pretty proud of it. I think it looks really cool. The car's got a massive battery underneath because, again, it is a full electric car. So those people that are expecting a V12 Rolls-Royce, unfortunately, no. This, though, feels like, to me anyway, the ultimate showcase of luxury because when you have an electric car, you have silence. And when you have silence, you have bliss. And that's what this car has. 700 kg of silence, actually, because that's what the battery weighs. The car can do a range of about 330 miles. The highest I've ever done on it is 300 miles with about a mile remaining. It was risky. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, the car is absolutely huge. 4 seats. You know what? Let me get the key so I can show you around the inside. Okay, now that I've got the key, I want to show you one of the coolest things. If you come to the front, when you unlock the Rolls-Royce Spectre, the Spirit of Ecstasy pops out to greet you. And it does that so no one steals it whilst the car's parked. Also, if you pull on it, it does it as well, but it doesn't do it when you... Anyway, Spirit of Ecstasy. The next car in the collection is this. One of the coolest cars, I think. The Mercedes-Benz SLS. Okay, so the SLS we've had for about 6 months now. I say coolest because I think this is actually peak Mercedes and it has doors that go up. I love an up door situation, it's just so cool. But this car, I think, is the personification of cool. It's a 6.2 litre naturally aspirated V8. Anyway, Mercedes-Benz SLS, again, a very cool car. I bought this car because I wanted like a modern classic, an investment piece. And it kind of worked out because we paid 170 for this car. Today, the cheapest one on the market is 400 grand. But yeah, Mercedes originally designed this car to be an homage to the 300 SL Gullwing. They wanted to make something that was very, very dialed in, very focused, and brought that supercar vibe back to Mercedes. So they asked AMG kindly, can you build a whole car from us from scratch? So this was the first car AMG built from scratch by hand for Mercedes-Benz. You can tell the AMG nature's there because this car, despite having a super long bonnet, it's rear weight bias, and that's thanks to a transaxle gearbox. It in fact has the same gearbox that's in the Ferrari 458. So the more you know, I guess. That allows the car to darts around corners more aggressively than you would expect. It looks like a GT car, but if you were, Nathan, if you go back a little bit, so sorry, it's tight here. You can see how much camber is on the front wheel. So this looks like about 2.6 degrees of negative camber. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but you can see how much the rear of the wheel is sticking out compared to the top, and that just makes the car a lot more pointy in the corners. Despite this, it's still stable at high speeds. In fact, we took this car to 196 miles an hour the day after I got it on the Autobahn, which upon reflection, that probably wasn't the most sensible thing to do, but it was cool as hell. I was gonna do this in order of like the cheapest, or I would say not least cool, but anyway, I was gonna do it in a particular order, but the Pista's right here. So we're gonna do that car next. The Ferrari 488 Pista. Ferrari's next level after the 458, what was it called, Speciale? I almost said Italia, but that's the normal one. This car is an absolute beast, about 710 horsepower, 0 to 60 in sub 3 seconds. I took it on track recently and it absolutely blew my mind. We've spoken about it before. We did a whole episode on it. It used to be owned by JK of Jamiroquai. He's the person that spec'd this car, and spec he did because this is in blue Scotia, a very beautiful color. Not only that, Nathan, there's still water drops on my car, good sir. Nathan put water on my car a few days ago. We were filming something, but he said he'd wipe it off, and I'm still, anyway, we'll fix that later. But yes, blue scopes here. We've got white Bianco, is that what they call white in Italian? Bianco stripes. But the interior is where the magic happens, and the interior is in Coya Alcantara. absolutely sensational. Every single person that sees this car has always said to me, this is stunning. Yeah, the Pista is absolutely fire. I got it for 350 grand. Same car today would be about 440, 450, so it's up like 100 grand. There's a running theme of cars appreciating value, and that's why I buy cars, unless they're the next car we're gonna show you. And it's the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. We got this car in 2022, I think. It's a stunning car, fast car. It's quintessentially Ferrari. It's a hybrid with 1,000 horsepower. But it has a history of losing value. So when they were new, they were about 500-ish K spec. Today you can get one for about 300 grand, which is a massive drop. However, I paid 340 for it. So it's still down, but not as down as the people that got it brand new. I got it with like 100 miles on the clock or something. Great car, I love it. And we can't seem to let it go. It's just such a perfect car to ride around in. It's comfortable, but when you need to push it, it really, really works. It's such a nice car. I think it just looks fast. It probably looks the fastest of the collection in terms of just the way it stands. It just, when it first came out, no one liked how it looked, by the way. But now Ferrari are dropping bangers. This looks like even more of a banger. So the SF90 actually sits in a weird place in the collection right now because it was away for a while. It was away for almost 2 years because of a warranty issue that Ferrari, I would say, quickly rectified a bit. It was away for 2 years. But anyway, the car's back now and it operates perfectly. It's such a cool car. However, it sits in a weird place in the collection now because this is like the daily driver supercar, if that makes sense. If you're just gonna run to the shop and you're gonna take one, you're probably gonna take the SF90 because it's hybrid. You can do about 15 miles on electric only range, so you don't have to really start the engine. Or because it's comfortable. And when I say comfortable, it's remarkably comfortable. Like insanely comfortable. And I think that's just because the wheelbase of the car and the fact it's got bumpy road mode and whatnot. But again, it sits in a weird place because we have all of these cars that have gone up in value and we have the SF90, which has not gone up in value. It's not a daily driver per se, so I can't justify it not going up in value. I love the car, but now with all the cars in front of me and me being able to see them all at once, I'm thinking this is probably the only car that doesn't really sit perfectly in the collection. We do, however, have the option of upgrading it to that 296 Speciale we saw a few videos ago at Ventura collection. And I think that probably make more sense. I'm gonna leave it down to you guys to let me know what you think. Should I sell it and get something else like the 296 Speciale, or should I just get rid of it? And that brings me over to my baby, my dear gal, the car that potentially started all of this, my Aventador SVJ Coupe. I've had this car since 2021 and I love it so much. It has a Gintani exhaust on, so I guess instead of telling you, take a listen. Ultimately, this is probably where my heart lies in the collection. She's, like I said earlier, my old gal, 0 to 60 in, I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna give you stats. This car's just amazing. It's such a cool car to drive. The worst part about it is that you can't drive it every day. Although I do try to, it's just really big and it's really inconvenient. And it's got a single clutch gearbox, so it's not great in slow speeds. But when you have this car moving, when you have it driving fast or launching, it's absolutely, there's nothing like it. It is a supercar, or at least that's what Lamborghini designed it as, but I feel like it just sits on one tier above supercar. Not hypercar, but one tier above. Like we need to make a new class called SVJ, because there's nothing like this, man. This is like peak supercar. I think this is the most supercar-y supercar that's ever supercarred. I made a whole video talking about that, actually. You can check that out as well. No one watched it, but that's actually a really good video. Anyway, I love this car. Currently it's wrapped in a very interesting cream over metallic maroon, metallic red, I'm not sure what you would call it. It was a design created by Art of Spec. I saw it and I messaged Art of Spec and I was like, look, can I put it on my car? And they were like, please, that'd be amazing if you did. And I did. It just looks absolutely sensational. And I think I'm just gonna leave the car like this, not leave it with this wrap, but like rewrap it so it looks like this again and again and again. It's nice and green though, that's the original color, it's Verde Mantis, but this just looks spectacular. What do you think, Nathan?
Yeah, I think I'll keep it.
Yeah, I think keep it as well. But yeah, this car ultimately is one of the cars that I wouldn't sell. We bought this in 2021 for 330 grand. If you want to buy this SVJ today or any SVJ, you're looking at about 600 grand, which is a massive increase in price. And another reason not to sell it, not just because it's the fun, most exciting car in the collection, but I love that car. Okay, sorry to pause the video for a moment, but I just want to introduce you quickly to this week's sponsor. I'm always buying cars here, cars there, cars everywhere, and a lot of the cars I buy tend to be used, and that means that I'm always at the mercy of the seller. Well, I was, until again, I met this week's sponsor. Car Vertical checks over 900 sources to find a car's history. If the car's been in an accident, it will pull that up from all around the world. It will also be able to find pictures of the damage if they exist. Also, Car Vertical can detect things like mileage rollbacks. For example, when I was buying my SLS Mercedes-Benz AMG, I went to buy it from a private seller. I didn't know this person, but Car Vertical allowed me to have confidence in my purchase. All you have to do is put in the reg or VIN and it pulls data from over 900 sources worldwide. For example, look at this car that I was looking at previously. Mileage has been rolled back and Car Vertical flagged it up for me right there. Also, it has recorded damage with actual photos of what the car looked like after the accident. So if you're interested in buying a used car online and you want to check the car's history, use the code TOMIAUTO, that's TOMI Auto, on checkout, and then you receive a 20% discount, or you could click the link down below and it will apply automatically. Use Car Vertical to protect yourself from those dodgy sellers. Now back to the video. So before we move on to the next cars, you may notice a few vehicles missing, and that is the Lamborghini Urus Performante, which we got in 2023, and the Porsche 911 Turbo S that we got this year. The Urus Performante had been sold. Again, someone really wanted the car. They bought the car, so it's skedaddle. You're never going to see it again this time, unless I buy it back off this person, like I did last time. But anyway, the Urus Performante is gone. I miss it. RIP Urus Performante, but that car was too firm. And now I have someone speeding down the street. Now I have the Rolls-Royce Spectre, which provides me with that luxury daily feel. Another car that's missing, like I said, 911 Turbo S. The reason that car's missing is because, well, I sold that too. And there's a very good reason I sold that car, and I'll tell you in another video, because we may have something coming very soon that starts with 9 and ends in an 11. 2 and the RS, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, we'll find out later video. I'm just buying loads of cars. It's like an addiction at this point. It's not even that I need them. I just want them and I can't say no. Speaking of buying cars, in case you don't know, we got a new one, and it's right here. McLaren Senna. This is the second hypercar in the collection. This is essentially the GOAT McLaren. It weighs only 1,198 kilograms. It has over 700 horsepower, and it has no hybrid powertrain. In fact, this engine, that's the same engine that's inside the P1, just upgraded, produces more power than that inside the P1. Again, it's lighter than the P1, and it's also cool because of the Senna, and the wing is huge. That wing generates so much downforce. You know what? The car generates 800 kilograms of downforce. Do you know how heavy that is? That's more than half the car's weight in downforce alone, at 150 miles an hour. And it gets to 150 miles an hour really quickly because of that stupidly overpowered engine. This is like the ultimate track car. It has 660 brake horsepower per ton. Do you know what that means? It's got 660 brake horsepower per ton. It is sick, and it has a family favorite updoors. McLaren call them what do they call them? No, not gull wing. Are these butterfly doors? Yeah, these are butterfly doors. These are butterfly doors, and they're flipping cool. If you come to the interior, you can see the Senna seat, which weighs 4 kilograms. 4 kilograms. The whole of this seat, including all the electronics needed for the seatbelt detection device. Also, I can put my child in the front because it's child seat compatible. The more you know. If you look down here, you can see that the wheel is fully exposed. This car has a full carbon fiber monocoque. Again, it is one of the coolest, one of the most outrageous cars to ever be created, and that is part of the reason why I bought it. We will never see another car like this. This is like peak McLaren for me. This car was actually designed to be a race car, you know, that's what it was supposed to be. McLaren wanted to re-enter Le Mans, so they created the Senna. Then they ran out of money and they said, hey, we can't enter Le Mans anymore. And then, now that everything's out of the way, we get to the daddy of the car collection. The Range Rover Autobiography long wheelbase on monoblock. Look at this. This is like the family wagon. This does all the heavy hauling. You guys have never seen this. It's here. I have a Range Rover, surprise, and it's on monoblocks. I just never talk about it. It's massive though. This car's huge. Like you could fit like 5 fully grown adults in there, like man adults as well, like big ones. It's just a sick car. And it hasn't broken down, which you would expect because it's a Range Rover, but it's just never broken down. It's like, I like this car. Anyway, that's not the actual daddy of the collection. The true daddy, the 918 Spider. You know what? Can we just have like 20 seconds of B-roll dedicated to this car? So almost exactly 1 year and 1 month to the day, we got the 918 Spider in the collection. It was a journey. It was a chase. It was the first hypercar that I've ever had. Not the first I've driven. What was the first hypercar? Anyway, that's not important. This car is incredible. This car was a part of the Holy Trinity. So that's when in the early 2010s, McLaren, Ferrari, and Porsche all released a hypercar. Ferrari with the LaFerrari, McLaren with the P1, and Porsche with the 918 Spider, the only convertible at launch of all of the cars. And honestly, I think it's the best one, not only because it has four-wheel drive, but because the hybrid implementation has been copied by even Ferrari. Like, everyone copies the way they did it. Essentially, Porsche put a hybrid motor on the front axle and one in the gearbox, allowing the car to seamlessly transition in between internal combustion engine and electric power. It also means you can get a nice boost. By the way, FJ Wheels, you're probably thinking, who's that in the back cleaning the car? This is Fred, FJ Wheels, the detailer. He's cleaning every car today in the 38 degrees weather. So, good luck. Do you have enough water? Even if he doesn't, I'll make him go and get more and then clean the cars. He does this for free, you know, just for the opportunity to be in my presence. Love you, Fred. This car is so sick. It's my favorite hypercar of all time. It's just so usable. It's reliable because it's built by Porsche. The battery in all those Holy Trinity cars was always the weak point. Battery replacement in a LaFerrari is 200 grand. Battery replacement in a P1 is 150 grand. Battery replacement in a 918 Spider, well, we don't know because no one's ever had to replace the whole battery in a 918 Spider. And that's because Porsche thought ahead. They made a long-lasting battery because they used the technology that they got from designing the Panamera and Cayenne E-Hybrid, and they trickled it into this car. Also, they divided the battery into cells. So if a cell goes wrong, you can replace the cell. And also, if you need to do that, it doesn't cost a fraction of what Ferrari or McLaren charged for theirs. The battery's like bonded to the chassis of the car. So anyway, it's the whole thing. But yeah, this car's incredible. I took it to Monaco last year. A lot of you watched that video, so thank you for that. If you want to watch that video, you can click here. It's just absolutely insane. There's nothing like this car. If I was to say what this car is, it's like a combination of the SF90, the Pista, and SVJ? Is it like all three in one, would you say? Maybe, I don't know. Just because it's got the cool factor of the SVJ, the performance of the SF90, the hybrid powertrain, and the track performance of the Pista. But also, it's still comfortable, which is weird. We did 1,000 miles in it. We didn't have any issues. My back did hurt after a while because it's got bucket seats. These are the 918 seats, by the way. This is where they debuted. Cool seats. Carbon fiber chassis. And I could talk about this car for days, but I don't want to bore you. This is just a collection update video, and this is the collection updated. All right, so I think that is the collection update. That's pretty much every car apart from the Lexus IS250. That's not here. I actually don't know where my Lexus is. It's somewhere. But this is every car in the TXE, so Tomi X Camille. That's what the TXE stands for on the plate. Collection. A new car might be coming to collection because Alex from Charles and Dean just sent me a new car. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks like a new car's coming to the collection, so I'll probably do another collection update. But that's it for now. The Senna is sick, isn't it? This is cool. This is my favorite, though. I think in order my favorite, you know what? It's like picking your favorite child. You just can't do that. It's like a menacing car, though. I might change the color, so we'll have to see about that. I might have already changed it, depending on when this video comes out. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed, click subscribe. Anyway, I'm gonna be doing more cool stuff. I'm gonna race that against something that's not what you think it is, but it's gonna be a sick video. Anyway.